Salutations, everyone. It's Matty here. And wait, I'm not Mr. Matty Plays. My name's Kevin, aka the Muffin Man, and this is Project X Talk. And this is a Pass or Play episode. What? Oh God, I've been playing Toy Story 3. Oh, what have I done? Is this game good? That's right, everyone. Sorry for the little tease there. I had to. If you know, you know. If you watch Maddie's content, great YouTuber, obviously an inspiration, defining Duke. But Toy Story 3 is a game that he did a famous presentation on, calling it the best game ever made. Obviously, tongue in cheek. But I actually took the dive in this year. I picked up Toy Story 3 for the Xbox 360, playing through backwards compatibility. And I wanted to see if this game was actually good. Maddie, I heard him talk it up. And I wanted to know if this was a game worth playing. And guys, I came away pleasantly surprised, to be honest with you. So Toy Story 3 obviously is a game based on the hit movie from Pixar and Disney, but this title isn't the generic movie tie-in game, especially kids games, that is pretty bad. If you look at some titles out there like the Cars games, not great tie-in games, but I found that this game was a lot of fun to play. Right off the bat, I want to get that out there. For $5, which is what it cost me to play this game, it's a lot of fun. It's a very short game. I believe it came in about 9 levels from the main story, but we're gonna talk more about that later. Toy Story 3, though, was developed by Avalanche Software, the people you might know. They're making the upcoming Hogwarts Legacy game. And the PSP and PS2 version were actually made by one of my favorite studios, Asobo. So I'm not surprised that this game is actually pretty good because it's got some good development teams behind it. They didn't go out of their way to sell it off to some crappy development team, push out an IP just to increase sales. This actually got some tender love and care, and I think it shows. Majority of the actual voice actors from the movies come back. The only ones I didn't think that came back is Tom Hanks. I believe his brother Jim Hanks filled in for Woody, but everyone else is there. You'll recognize the voices. The cutscene quality is Pixar-like. They gave this game a budget. Surprisingly, you get cutscenes that are high quality, like the movies. It looks good even today. It really holds up. So what the heck is Toy Story 3? Well, it isn't what you think, probably, unless you thought it was a 3D platformer / 3D shooter, because that's what it is. This game mixes genres, and it kind of reminded me of, if we're looking back, It Takes Two. This game is kind of like It Takes Two before It Takes Two existed. And what I mean by that is each level is kind of thematically different. You either get a Buzz Lightyear level where you're third person shooting, you can fly, you have to dodge space boulders, jump over obstacles. There is a stealth level where you get to play as Woody and Jesse and get to navigate police cars and Buzz with a flashlight, and you break the other toys out of jail. If you get caught, you revert to the last checkpoint. It's actually pretty good. And the second to final level is phenomenal. I think it's so well done, so expert from a technical standpoint, because in this game, you can actually switch between Woody, Buzz, and Jesse. Each have their own unique special ability, and that comes into play depending on what moment you're at in the game. So you have to use their special abilities at certain times to get across certain obstacles. But in this level, you have to work in tandem with every one of your partners. You can't just go off and be like, I'm just going to do Buzz. I'm just going to beat the level of Buzz like you can in some other levels. You are split up, and each person has to do something to let the other progress, whether that be opening a bridge for Buzz as Jesse, whether that be turning off electricity as Buzz for Woody. And then you're trying to save the toys. Obviously, Toy Story 3, we all know how the movie ends, unless you haven't seen it for some reason. But yeah, you're trying to save the toys, and this is a level inspired by that. Most of the levels throughout the game are inspired by events that happened within the movie, like Andy giving away his toys, them ending up at the daycare, being betrayed by the toys at the daycare. The last level is a bit ridiculous. It's totally out there, totally crazy. It's a lot of fun. Third person shooting, turrets, the whole shebang. I cannot say enough that this game is a lot of fun. It's very short, it's cheap. I don't understand, like, if you're looking for a good game just to like mess around with, why not Toy Story 3? I honestly can't say I found much wrong with this game. The aiming isn't great compared to today's standards. The auto aim lacks a little bit, but in terms of actual gameplay, the platforming here is tight. It's solid. You get ledge climbing mechanics. You get racing mechanics. You can ride Bullseye and go through obstacle courses. I just had a lot of fun with this title. It didn't cost me a lot, and it was very quick to get through. Now, there is one thing I did not expect in Toy Story 3, and that is Woody's Roundup. This is essentially an open world Toy Story area. So the way it works is you go into Woody's Roundup, which is a separate section on the game board from the main missions. And you get to choose what character you go into at Woody's Roundup. You could be Buzz, Jesse, or Woody. And then you do quests for toys around this town. You can mine gold. You can help collect cows, throw them into their ranch. This gives you coins. This lets you unlock other buildings in the town, unlock other villagers to do more quests. There's a whole big exploration element to Toy Story 3 that I would have never expected to be there. It's a lot of fun. You can spend hours in Woody's Roundup just doing things for the toys, painting towns. It gives you like a level of interaction that you would never expect from a game like this. And honestly, I'm blown away by this title. I know it's a 360 game. It's nothing new. I don't know why I played it other than to like see if Maddie was actually telling the truth and that this is a good game. But I genuinely enjoyed this title. I think it's a good pickup if anyone wants to do it. I highly recommend it, especially now when you can get it for dirt cheap on the Xbox store, $5 on sale, $10 normally. I think discs are a little more. I was looking to get this physically at one point, and GameStop had it for like $30. So I think digital might be the way to go on this one, unless you are a game collector. But honestly, I'm not saying it's the best game ever. Obviously, tongue in cheek there, but it is a really good game. I know we all laugh, Toy Story 3, haha, but it is. That's all I can say. Is it's a fantastic game. The characters, the cutscenes, the voice acting, the soundtrack. It's got the songs. You Got a Friend Is Me is playing in the main menu when you're selecting your levels. The amount of times I'm just sitting there singing it to myself, it gets stuck in your head. The game is just a good homage to the movie that we all love. It's done justice. It's done well by studios that actually seem to care, make a good game. So highly recommend for me, guys. Let me know your thoughts down below if you know what I'm talking about with this kind of an in-joke for anyone that listens to his content. But let me know if you've played Toy Story 3. Let me know if you're looking to play Toy Story 3 now that I've talked about it, because I think it's a lot of fun, and I think you should. So make sure to like, share, subscribe. Let me know if you want more content. Let me know if there's other 360 games that you would like me to go back to and review them in 2022, because maybe I'll like to do some more of that. I know we tend to review the newer games here, but backwards compatibility is a big part of the Xbox ecosystem. So why not take advantage of it? Why not look at games that we may have missed out on and see how they hold up by today's standards? See if they're still worth going back to. But again, I've been Kevin, aka the Muffin Man. Make sure to like, share, subscribe. I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.